think you realize how awesome AVANGAR are, because they, in my opinion, are the favorites. I'm going to say it right now.
They definitely have the potential to win, but these teams both have their individual problems. Going to be Sergey finding that first frag, the execution coming in from the CIS team here. It's Alexi B holding towards CT spawn and ALLU rotating in. The bomb is being planted. AVANGAR have quite the advantage here, but maybe not for long.
Bomb still planted though. On 4, Aerial tagged up. Certainly the potential there is to scale and perhaps have the depth, the tactical prowess on the ENCE side of things. Let's see if Crizin Kicker can match that of James. As ALLU, he's going to rotate back around to the stairs. Aerial's already found Crizin. That's going to put down Sandwich, which means they can get deeper in from CT. Low HP on 3. Buster has to swing. He has to go wide. The problem is now the bomb's on the wrong side of the boxes, but Kicker, he's got the lineup and doubles up. In fact, AVANGAR, great start to take the first round. Fair enough. ALLU, good headshot on the scout. Kickert's the one to get him back. Similar shot to what he had in the pistol. Through the connector and toward the A site. Catches him off. Smoke goes down. James wants to push onto it. Watch Aerial as well in this. Kicker 14 HP. They're going to get away, or throw away, I should say, the AK inside of mid. Which, considering the fact that there's 2 MAC-10s, that AK might have been better suited to just go to James' hands.
The CTs will try and deny the plan the best they can. It's up to Sergey to do it, but he hits the shot, but unable to actually find the frag. Aerial now making his way through. It's 4 players to the good for ENCE, and they have not got a kit here. James, with this MAC-10, needs to find absolutely everything. Buy as much time as he possibly can.
Already on the defuse. James gets one already. They're holding it. This is going to be done. Force buy is going to work for ENCE. They're almost done a full 10-second defuse. I don't think they're even aware of it. James not swinging when he should be, but Aerial's already got him down. He's already holding off the angle on the CZ.
Towards middle. Fast commitment from the AVANGAR boys. They're really trying to force the issue and surprise the CTs, but they're ready and waiting.
Good position to be in. Unfortunately, he went for Sergey and had to trade it, and he ultimately needed to get the kill cleanly. They needed to get back a 2-man deficit. It's going to all go away from them. That's how it ends. 2 men to the good. Alexi B and X7. So Deagles to try and crack things open and get it going. Again, 3 rounds in a row. This will be a 4th round loss bonus if it goes against them, and they've got enough money that will certainly work. Gotta be careful though. Fitch takes out Aerial.
Hello.
Buster takes out Sergey. That's a start that they needed. Alexi B will at least pull things back as he gets out on cap off with the AUG. ALLU controls the A site against Kickert, and he's got to be careful of Buster, who's already getting him behind the box. That makes it harder with the MP9 to spray, and it gives him headshot potential. He nails it. Alexi, though, has spotted the fact that James gone back. Bombs down towards spawn, so James was hoping to get a free rite of passage toward it. He will pass by the nade.
3 versus 2, and they do have kits available here, and headshots it seems as X7 looks towards CT spawn. There is a player there, and he needs to be aware of him. Spots him, and remember, no armor. He will melt even through the box here. It's going to be the 1 versus 1. Fitch does manage to bring it back in at least some sort of contention here.
He's going to hold. I don't know why Fitch doesn't consider this. He's already on it behind the boxes. Fitch is a little bit late, and not only that, he'll go down.
Doesn't fully commit to it, but we'll see if he wants to swing out a little bit further. Now watching towards Palace. There's a player making his way towards the end very quickly. That's quite the scary process, isn't it? ALLU's going to hit that, no problem. They did have at least a Molotov they could have thrown in there.
It's true, and I do see 1 flash on Kickert, so they could have done that, but he was over toward B, so it wasn't like they could use it in that position. That far up inside of the apartments as well. This gives the option to chase through the underpass, but I don't know that Aerial's going to get far enough to get through the doorway of the kitchen. They'll get him through the window instead.
Matched. ENCE certainly have their issues, but AVANGAR make their entrance. If they can get a quick kill on X7 here, they actually have a chance. He misses the first shot. Does he have anything to hold him off here? Just 1 smoke.
He does back into the corner. X7 doesn't need smokes. He's got kills. Put it down now. That'll buy him some space because they have to wrap around the inside of the quad position, and he can do the same, try and greet them, but it's Kickert and James that get the entry for AVANGAR. Watch James pushing through as he'll catch off ALLU as well from the bench position. Back up as well. He's got bomb. Does he go back? Does he consider it again? He could just wait. He could just not peek. He's got them in the open, but Aerial's got a great shot in return.
Game will go down with the ship. 2 smokes, 1 flash. Really not an ideal situation. I think they're going to wait for another contact play here and just walk in dry. Here we go.
Means as well no Molotov to bounce at Shadow. No way. Sergey's going to get displaced easily, and the attention drawn on him. Aerial steps out, but it is responded. The AK is getting kills back. A 3-on-3 situation. Half already won by ENCE. There's no money really for AVANGAR after this round either, so it becomes all important to make sure this stays within control, within a close score that they can then turn around and transfer on their CT side. Fitch, he's the deepest. James way over toward B, by the way, so they might just hold up. They might try and give him the space. Alexi is over there as well, though, and he's just off angle enough that James could get caught out by this.
It's not clear which way this round goes, but the T's with no smokes, no flashes, really have got their work cut out for them. Need to try and flush ALLU out of the CT short area. He's watching towards Sandwich, but Fitch somehow does so much damage. Speaking of which, Alexi B needs to find this kill before it's too late. Oh, he's just going to let him go by? Oh, I think that's a bad move.
It is. He thinks that he's clearing the site so they can rotate back. He's called it for X7 at least, but he's actually gone because he was hoping to flank out the rotation. Now they know exactly where X7 is. They may not know the second position. They may think it's a little bit closer given that he wasn't spotted, but they'll get the bomb plant down. I need to see Fitch's kill from his perspective, by the way. That was from Sandwich through the box. I don't even know how he got the lineup on ALLU.
Yeah, very impressive.
I think he just guessed. I think it was pure luck, but nonetheless, he knew the lineup, knew the skill to get that at least. Alexi B is back toward mid. He was the player in B. Fitch, he could cut him off. He can get him from jungle. And Buster's so far separated that even then he wouldn't be a threat. It's tradable perhaps by X7 if he swings out, not so much by Buster. Likewise, he's not tradable by them, and they're not going to look his direction. Smoke down mid-site's interesting because X7, he can already get on at Fitch. He's got the shot back, but he killed him at the exact time the defuse started. Does he know the lineup? Does he know where it is? He hasn't found it. He should have sprayed in. He'll get the kill after, but that's not good enough. It's ENCE with 9.
So he hadn't reloaded his gun, so that's why he doesn't go for the spray. He only had 3 bullets left when he actually got the final kill there, so he couldn't even go with the spray. So, fair enough. 5 versus 3 now. Some very fast picks from AVANGAR with the maximum loss bonus here. They've got the AWP in the hands of James, and Aerial has to try and fight here. He does very well to get the kill at A round, but it takes him to 3 HP.
Fair shot with the AK. Last round slipped away from them. The bomb plants enabled to buy. Now we'll see if that can be converted as X7. He stays in the window room. Removed from the situation, and he might be removed from the round if he's not careful. The Kicker's still toward the top side of middle. He's now the only one left alive, and that's exactly the way it's going to end with Kicker catching him out. 9-6 at half. ENCE in the lead, CT side. But this game's got all sorts of possibility to end in either team's favor.
It's everything. And it's going to be an early kill there. And they need this shot to connect, and Bust Up unable to pluck off that head. But James, my goodness, he certainly can. 4-on-4 now. He buys him some time.
Jam waiting, backing off, wanting them to overcommit to the fight, because they haven't planted the bomb yet.
Yeah, all 4 players swarm towards him, and he's still alive.
Yeah. Perhaps wise they did back off. If they had got around the corner, he finds 1 or 2 kills on that, bomb's not down, everyone's on rotation, then you get a massive problem. He knows they were there, so he goes looking. Good recovery by X7, but they've already given up the vent. He wasn't close enough to hold it, and therefore they get through. It's Kicker with 1. He'll smoke off toward the connector as well. That forces the hand of Aerial, who's inside of it. He's already taken down, though, by Alexi B, and now Aerial knows he has access back in. Crizin. If I'm Alexi right now, although this works as well because he gets around the box, he played sound cue. The other option was to go far right, take away the aim from Crizin, force him to look A main, and then Alexi would therefore be protecting Aerial from a trade, but time's gone. It's already worked out. The first man does the job. Alexi just on his own. In fact, he'll just spray the ENCE logo to remind them that's where the bomb was planted.
Leave his mark on the bomb site has now been blown up. It's going to be...
So smokes on A. James there, he's inside of the site as well. Interesting position to be in with the AWP. Still looking toward connector. That's not going to be a problem for him, but he's completely unaware of that. Instead, though, Chris and Fish need to confirm. James going to rotate back. He's behind triple. That'll give him vision forward to the smokes, but the flash is taken away. His teammates are still fighting valiantly inside of the cave. Fitch will go down eventually, so too Crizin. And now they work out from Palace. James got to hit those. Those are the shots that'll win him the round. He goes back for more, but they know where he is. He's still got Kickered. Burning. They're both so low, but coming in to give him a hand, give him an aid, and now he can fall back towards CT. His Kicker holds as well on the stairs. Bomb is escaping, and rightfully so. 30 seconds. They've got to take it elsewhere.
ALLU just need to stay alive here. Make some distractions. He's making footsteps on purpose just to suggest they're still in this position. He wants to buy time for his teammates to rotate in towards that B bomb site. If he gets one of these, it's round done.
They'll work together with the AK. Oh, it's looked away. If it was looking at the door then, certain the round goes his direction. They're so low he can still trade this. If they get anywhere near the bomb and they try and force the defuse and they're lined up, AK wins it. He now knows one is there. He's got it easily. Sees the gun. He wants the time in his favor because he knows he's also on 36. He knows he's tradable. Down goes the first. That's the round. James can't do anything with the AWP, and he knows he's got to try and escape as well, which means he can hold him with the AK. Bomb will take everyone down at this point, but it's 13-6 for ENCE. To have an early influence, oftentimes the op is setting as a turret, trying to defend on an execute.
Good damage done. That's even more. Kicker will be dropped. Prison, he's a low HP player, 20 HP right now. He sits in the connector. I was about to say, he's got flames next to him. He's locked in. He just jumps into them. Bit of panic there, perhaps. Buster recovers the secondary AWP and
still go in their favor. It's down to 11, and they're still not on. Fitch, he can't get the shot either. They might not get to this. 8 seconds, they want to go to the smoke. Fitch is right beside them. In fact, he's touching, but he's gone the wrong way. He's gotten behind. There's still a chance, but it's going to have to be on a defuse, and Sergey's gotten away. His own smoke that they threw in from CT has allowed the terrorists to plant, and potentially the round as James finally hits one. AVANGAR get number 7. I can hear it coming. Keeker vacates the premises of Van. ALLU's already got the opener. Buster just waiting at this point in time. Ariel's right down below him, but he's unaware of it. Top down behind, Buster's going to be staring at the window expecting a boost. He's actually going to give up ladder room. Little does he know, Ariel's there with his back turned. He's got a free kill. It's a matter of who finds the other first. He will still at least get one. AK picked up, able to press the use key, but here's where Ariel strikes back. He didn't see him. Did he? He just didn't react. He didn't realize he did. Somehow that's going to cost them because he goes back out toward Catwalk and Fitch gets the kill against him. It easily should have been the trade on window, and now it's suddenly just X7. He's found by a deagle in the sight.
Find anyone. ALLU gives it up by going for the wall bang there. They've got 30 seconds. They need to act now.
Smokes go down deep, but they're already too close. Buster and Prison dropped. It could be ENCE turning it around to find map point this time, but Kicker's still in the site. Only gets one. Traded back immediately by X7 and bomb planted. ALLU holds the window, the vent as well with the AWP. James gonna go against him on the same gun. I think he's got to go all the way around to CT and join Fitch. They both have kits. There's 2 flashes, a single smoke. Smoke's gonna go now. That's aggressive. Ariel's played that perfectly. He's gonna stay on top of it. Bomb's directly in front of him. He knows how to go, and the smoke's gone deep. It's gone way too deep. Forces Ariel to back off, but it forces Fitch around, and he's caught with Pursue. X7 can't cross the site with the bomb due to go off, but ALLU finds the shot anyway, and ENCE are on 15.
And they'll send 3 players towards a palace. This is the flash attack approach. You'll set up 1 smoke towards CT. Send 2 flashes over. And it's a very dry but effective approach when you have aim stars like Sergey and Ariel leading the charge.
Good shot from James. That's better. Prison's going to follow it up as well. ALLU does get one back from Palace, and he knows that his teammate's on the stairs, so he can start to swing. So long as the smokes are down at jungle, they'll have control and ability to do so. It's a 3-on-3. X7, he's got it down with the smoke. It's still there. Buster, all he had to do was click. He's going to realize it. He's going to see the bomb there as soon as that smoke dissolved, and it was a problem because it was too late. Post-plant got away, and now it's the advantage to ENCE, and it might be the map as well. Buster still so far removed, and I don't think he's aware Alexi has worked his way inside of Connector. He checks it. He is fully aware. How dare I doubt him for a moment. It's an op on either side, a rifle as well, and ALLU's going to transition. He wants to get back toward A main so he can trade off of X7 so that he disappears for a moment, and the absence of him in Palace is still a doubt that's causing them problems. Molotov, they go down toward it. They've got 2 kits. Krizen's got X7. It's ALLU to peek it. He's got the shot on the AWP, and that should be the game in itself because there's no time left. They've got to run to the bomb, and the transition works. A main is what pays off for the AWP. Chances are you could go for a split at this point with X7 going in A main. Bombs out toward Ivy, suggestive that it's still going to be on A. But the other option to this is exactly what Sergey and Alexi B seem to have in mind. Push through B. At the very least, you cause concern for rotation, but you can push him behind. The problem with that is that Buster on the high ground was able to detect no one else was inside the brown halls, and no one left the A site, so Fitch just mows them all down with the USP. Teams never seem to do it, or at least have a Molotov ready for the default position.
Well, either way, it will be a full buy here for ENCE, and Lexi B has actually got towards Olof. CT's playing in front of smokes and looking to combat the frags here as Krizen goes in with the MP9. He needs to be very careful because there is a player waiting on the other side, boosting ALLU, who's protecting him from those sort of flanks. That's going to be Ariel. Lexi B, though, will be dropped in return.
Good recovery by Buster because the fact that they spotted the boost, they may not have been aware that there was a second, or rather in that case, 3rd player already pushing down toward Hell. And it could have easily caught them off. The fact that they had a second on the ladder as well themselves could have been very dangerous, very detrimental. James, here we go. Op on train. We built that up enough. He's got to be almost perfect this game. Spots another AD box, but was already falling off the angle. He'll fall to 8 HP, but they keep the man advantage crucially. They do lose a lot of ground at the outer site. Molotovs, as you can see them on the radar, are down on the train itself, and they want to try and push forward and take advantage of that bomb. They'll leave it at Sandwich, but look at Buster. He's already behind them. AUG in hand, and they're not advancing past the E-box. He's got to be so careful. ALLU getting that one kill allows Aerial to go deeper. He does not want to overstep the mark too soon, and Aerial seems to suspect he is going to arrive from that position. The AK already aimed perfectly positioned for a headshot. In fact, it just mows him down from the chest. We'll split the difference and say it hit him in the neck.
2-1. ENCE keep 3 players alive, including the AWP of ALLU.
Ability to hinder you. It's a bit like Cash, and when you're stuck behind quad, you pretty much have to just be defensive at all times.
Well, he gets the first pick, so it's working out right now. They're putting a lot of faith in James here, and so far he's delivering the goods. ALLU, though, so strong on this map. Great movement, always very intelligent with his approach. Double Molotov towards the connector here as they get closer and closer towards our bomb site.
Spectator glitch. The smoke was deployed a lot sooner. It didn't show up for us all the way, but that's why Fitch was able to push up. It was down. Buster's got Sergey, and it's AVANGAR responding to the last few rounds, as now it's just ALLU and X7 left. Fitch is already behind them. He's pushed back in from Hot Dog, unaware, though, that X7 is on top of the bomb train, but 1-on-4. They're completely around him. They don't even need to force this, because he's not got many options. Bomb is on his back. He'll back out with it. Just don't allow a plant, and it's a job well done. James on the AWP finds 2 in the end, first and last. Taken out as by default, as per standard. Crizin now knows they're above, and he's got to back away. Molotov will buy up some space, but they're going to stand in it. They are going to stand in it, and this time Aerial's going to go down. Sergey on 21. ALLU wasn't anywhere near it just to note. He didn't have to survive the flames this time. He'll go elsewhere. He's on the AWP still, and it's the one-man advantage pulled back, though, as Fitch gets Sergey. Smoke down Sandwich. Can't spot yet as to exactly where Alexi B is.
Ooh, gotta hit those. Fitch sends a barrage of bullets towards the main entrance and doesn't get the frag, but James making up for it now. Really looking solid here on train, and great movement just to bait out a bit of intel there. Alexi will be the only player with 100 HP. ALLU's down to 31. That's a great shot. 2-on-2 now. Very pivotal round in the game. If AVANGAR win this map, they send ENCE to an eco. If they cannot pick it up, however, they are going to be reset themselves after picking up the previous round. 45 seconds remain. No utility available on the T side. Where do they head towards here? Alexi's got the bomb, and ALLU, common trait of his is causing distractions and finding picks while his teammate goes to another area of the map. With 30 seconds remaining, he does need to start showing some presence here and working out where they reside. That's why he's just firing shots off now.
Yeah, he's desperate. If he could pull one out with that and get the kill, it's worth it. That's
it works.
Work. Buster holds in the corner. Alexi slides in. He was fear from the up. And he drops. It's going to be Kieker down to ALLU. Watch out, because he can wrap around. Alexi can't plant. It's already gone. It's time! But Alexi gets him. He thought he was on it. He didn't need to face. He wants to swing into the hitch. Allow them in a little further. Kristen's forced further up inside of the doorway. And that puts him straight into the smoke. That is so well architecturally designed. You could graduate from master's degree with it. They pushed him directly into Alexi B. He fires down in, and it's a 2-on-2. James wrapped back around, though, with the AWP. Keep that in mind, but he's missed another. Those are the ones. He can hit all the shots he wants, but he needs these crucial impact moments as ALLU takes back Kicker. He's got to rise up now. Sees them above, but looks away, and X7 gets the kill. It's 8-3. Waiting for these kills. James, first time, finally to the corner, will get ALLU.
It's that CT flash that we didn't quite see there, but it goes over the window and absolutely destroys the AWP, waiting for that upper pick. That's a really nice little push there from the CTs. Well crafted as it goes 5 versus 4, but so far, AVANGAR have given up all the advantages they've had in these gun rounds.
James out of there. It's not the right call. He thinks that smoke might just be a fake. Luckily, Fitch is good for 1. Kiekert, he takes 2. Inside on the spools, Lurk's gone. Kiekert holds the site. So far, so good, but X7 is the one that's still alive. And again, as I mentioned, has the bomb, but James got back in time.
AVANGAR trying to deny double digits. That's actually quite the difference. 9-6 and 10-5. Cricket's going down. They really want to make sure they teach him a lesson. That will do it.
Stubborn as they are, they'll finally get the last laugh, suppose. It is the last round of the half. But we'll see if it converts to a round. Buster's going to pull one back at the very least. Krisen, damage in, but couldn't follow it. Jame.
Great work.
Yeah, push the ramp with an AWP late and catches one off, completely unaware. Bomb still down toward a main. Buster's got ALLU. It's both ops left against 2 AKs.
It looks like he has, but making footsteps now. X7 might be persuaded to move on. He has to now as it goes down to the 2 versus 1. We saw some great moments of Mirage from this young man. As he holds towards Ivy, they won't be 100% sure this is clear.
But it's still double up. And with one on it, this puts so much pressure even to hit the shots. One's going to go to the CZ because they have to, but he has the lineup, but they're coming out of the smoke. He's done the damage. X7's going to make it 10 for ENCE.
In this pistol, Matt, I dare say they've locked it in. Aerial challenging towards the lower ramp there. He only gets 1 with the CZ, and Alexi goes down to 2 HP. So they've taken casualties there. Advantage goes back to AVANGAR in this round at least.
X7 moves out toward the sandwich position, spots one, then rotates back around and sees another at Ivy. He'll position safely as a response. But Sergey already has Jame. Jame got ALLU. 3-on-3.
1 smoke remaining, a flashbang as well. All the T's separated right now, but that's the low HP player trying to back it up, and Alexi now has to get this kill in return. He knows he has to land the shot. He'll do it, but takes a lot of damage in the process. Fitch and Krisen make their way towards inside. No CT presence there at all. That was bailing towards the site, and it's up to Sergey now, who has got a kit to do what he can. He doesn't know they're actually in there, doesn't spot it, but they seem to be pretty aware this is going to be the play. Good damage done, takes Krisen down to 5, but can't quite get the frag yet.
Still desperate as Sergey. And not in position to be spotted from toward the hitch. Fitch goes aggressive, he gets X7 as well. It's going to be the round again to AVANGAR. That gives them both pistols toward the tanker. And Sergey down below on the floor as well. Watch Alexi, he's going to get back in towards the connector. Aerial. He gets the opener. That's off site, that's on A. So it's 1 less to lurk, and Krisen's not even going to bother. He's going to join in with his teammates. AVANGAR need to convert rounds. They need to make sure they keep this momentum going in their favor. It's not working out so far. Sergey, Alexi, each finding kills back, and Alexi spots another upper, goes off the ladder to try and find it. ALLU beats him to it, but communication works. It's a tandem. That's Krisen. Got 2 quickly.
Players as well. X7 detects threat towards the back of the old bomb train. He'll spot the first, and ALLU will get both.
He does, absolutely. That's pretty much shut down the round. Alexi B, he's got Buster as well. And the Finns will find 15. Kicker's got the AK. Jame only on the CZ75. Now, he has been disregarded in some ways because they were already covering off Ivy. He gets there late. He could surprise them. It's unlikely he'll get much done now, though. With the flash going out, they certainly turn their attention. He walks in. He'll be a sitting duck and an open target. Aerial gets Kicker. Done. Surely it's done. X7 confirms it. We've got 1 more round. Passively.
Great smoke. It goes down at the perfect time. If you land a smoke just before they execute, you've done a really good job. As Kicker will get 1, but is that enough? They'll commit towards the lower side now. It's up to Sergey to defend.
Rotate office. They're not confirmed, but it's out toward Ivy as of yet. ALLU's left alone. Aerial didn't see anyone at A main, and they countered off the player at Pop Dog, but now it's all on ALLU. Bomb's going to get down there very far forward. This is a good post plant. ENCE might have to wait. They might have to consider just giving it up for 1 more round. They've got money enough, but they've got the AWP on ALLU, and they don't want to give AVANGAR any further chances to get back in. That said, Alexi B gives it a go. Krisen, he's found. They know he's up there, but he's so far forward, it's hard to get past him, and they'll run into him yet again. Aerial with 1. ALLU's gotten closer. AWP down the tanker side. Aerial. Fitch to drop as well. It's a 2-on-2. Nade, it's going to land on top of the bomb. It's a smoke. Jame on an AWP switches to the knife. It's all he has to work with. They're on it. They tap it. They want to bait him out. He's swinging, but he's missing. They're going to get it in the smoke. ENCE, they're going to be legendary on 1 defuse. 16-7. And AVANGAR goes down, but ENCE are through.
What a fantastic showing from them. 0-2 down in this stage of the tournament, and they brought it all the way back. They go 3-2. And it's 16-7 in the second map against AVANGAR.